You know, if I'd been smart when I bought the fucking rock here, if I'd been smart, I would have spent the extra like $15 or so, and instead bought like 3 game packages and give myself like 3 fucking referrals.
Yeah.
If I was smart, if I was fucking smart.
Yeah, well, if I was smart, I would have done that instead of buying all the freaking rings.
I mean, you only get an Aurora NL, so I mean,
Well, no, not for that,
or
just for the
LN.
other shit. I'm at like 15 referrals already, so.
Damn, hey, maybe someone's using the code in the description of all our
Well,
videos.
no, that's just because I've bugged my friends about this shit for the past 5 fucking years. So, yeah. I've got like prospects. I've got like 30 prospects, but yeah.
Alright. And by the way, we are live with episode 21 of Cast in the Shadows. It is also my birthday, so we're going to be just, screwing around Star Citizen and going on on my new Carrick's maiden voyage, if I ever get into game. Well, that's another question. How the hell am I going to join your server if you're not in my friends list?
If you join his party, you can join as
No.
long as he's the party leader.
Yeah, but he has to join a server. Otherwise, I can't do anything.
What?
I mean, you should
He's
still get an
in
option
one.
to join a party, because you can have a party members who are not friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not giving me the option to actually join on party. And in the chat we have Adrian. Oh, Gabriel from Discord. Hey, dude. The guy I met in one of the Halo community Discord servers. Cool guy. We have Adrian. Oh, Gabriel from Discord. Hey, dude. The guy. And I have echoing. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Is. All right. I have to actually get into. Hey, you guys aren't showing up, my friend.
Yeah,
Right. Cam, when I send you a friend request, does it actually show up at all? Because I know you have me as a friend, so
I have not seen a friend request at all.
that is weird.
You know, if we unfriend you, then if you I think
And
I've
then we
seen some people
never
on Twitch
meet him
having that.
again.
Not giving me the option to join on friend for now. But that might not be a bad idea. You want to try it?
Here, here. You go ahead and remove them. I'll leave them on just in case, because shit happens, and I honestly would not be surprised if it was like, oh, you removed him? Yeah, you like can't see him at all, ever.
Let me know when you do.
Okay, you are removed. Yep, got it. And you're back in the list. Am I showing up now?
Let me see. Yeah, you're showing up now. And so is Blue Dog. Alright, so Cam, we'll try it with you now too.
Why is Blue? That's the guy I'm in.
I know.
Why
I
does
sent him a
he
friend request
still-
too, just to test it, see if it worked.
Huh.
Because I'll send you guys friend requests and.
You're in my party. Okay, that's why. Okay, let me go and.
Alright, data, your server's full, so I can't join on you.
Send.
After I get done with this mining run, I'll go to menu.
And Cam, your server's full.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, I will go and bedlog. Wait, is bedlogging completely fucked right now?
In my experience, it depends on where.
Well, there's a possibility that when you bedlog, then you won't be able to join. You'll get an infinite black loading screen, and you'll have to reset your account or do a character reset. That happened
Yeah,
to
so
somebody that hopped in my
don't
chat earlier
bedlog.
today.
Reach a station, I'll wait.
Okay, I'll head over to PO. So I'm in the area. The guy was with just left too. He had to go.
Alright. But yeah, for anyone watching, we're just going to be screwing around in Alpha 3.13 because it just went live on Thursday. So this is actually my first time in the game, in this build of the game, because I haven't played in
What could possibly go wrong?
a lot. But that's the whole fun part of the show, isn't it?
We call it the fun part. Really mean excruciatingly aggravating, but same difference.
Yep.
Or actually, I need to head to Grimhex because it can't hold my carrot. We're trying to get why is it PO can't hold the carrot? Because the carrot used to spawn on the fucking 0-0 pads.
Yeah,
But
wait, what happened?
It'll say that there's no pad big enough for you.
And
That's
the
weird.
890 can land there.
Yeah, it's like the pads as far as I'm aware have not changed, which I'm just like, why can't I land there?
Maybe there's an intermediate sized pad between the smaller ones and the larger one.
Well, there
And
is.
the
There's
carrot
there's
is only
the large,
designated to land on the
and
medium.
then there's extra large. But if it fits on the pad, because we've seen too, it's meant to fit on the large pads. Or not large. It's meant to fit in. What was it? I'm trying to remember the fucking setup. They specifically they actually fucking nerfed the size of the carrot just so it would fit in the smaller pads, smaller comparatively. Which, like I said, I don't get why it wouldn't be able to land there now. But yeah, if you try going over there now, it'll just say, "We're sorry, this vehicle is too large." Same if you try like with an 890 or a Reclaimer, all of which have spawned on the 0-0 pads. And then same thing too, if you try to spawn the ship, it'll just say, "Nope, sorry, get fucked."
Have you tried it in 313?
I have not tried in 313.
I would try it in 313 because I've seen people spawning 890s at PO.
Was that in PTU just recently?
No, that was today. I saw some
Today?
flying around. Yeah.
And you're sure they spawn at PO?
There was one sitting on the pad. I'm assuming it spawned.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh yeah, they did also, I'll note, for PO in 313, they did remove its ship-based armistice zone.
Yep. So it is now a live fire environment for ships.
Correct.
I have to say though, I haven't seen really anybody doing combat around PO.
Yeah, I haven't heard of anything really happening.
Which is interesting because that's what
Not
everyone's
saying
been
it won't, but I haven't heard of it.
Isn't that what everyone's been complaining about with this new patch, though?
Yeah.
I mean, I say
Well,
it
there's
rudely
always
like
been,
that,
pad
but
rammers and bullshit, so.
and Victor Wolfong's in the chat saying, "Yay!" I assume that because we're back after a 2-week hiatus, then we did an episode, then we took another week hiatus, and now we're back. Yeah. I got a new setup for anyone watching, so hopefully I sound a little bit better because my mic cleaned, and B, it's closer to my face. I do need an arm for the mic. That would be ideal. Having an arm for the mic. Maneuver it. My liking.
Oh,
I need more
using
money
like
for
a,
that.
a stand mic.
It's just a stand mic right now, but yeah, I'd prefer having a boom
I'm
arm.
still using my fucking headset. How do I sound anyway, quality wise?
Sound great.
Like shit.
Yeah, I'm using the.
I was being very
Corsair
nice.
Warrior.
I'm gonna be a dick. And Cam, there's some things that a mic just can't fix.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, but honestly, at that point, like every time the army tried to assign me a psychologist, they kept running out of the room like 5 minutes later. Didn't know what was going on.
So I've been in that situation.
Huh? It's PO's letting me.
One of the psychologists I've met just spontaneously burst into flames. I mean, he had a gasoline thing and all that, but I mean, like from what I just saw, he was sitting on the couch and I look and he's looking on fire. He's jumping out the window. I thought it was like some part of some kind of like therapy thing, but next thing I read about it in the paper. That went really dark really quick, didn't it? Moving on.
Look, all I'll say is dark humor is like food. Some people don't get it. That's as far as we're going. Yeah.
Oh, I can join your server now.
Okay. I just landed on PO, so.
I'm probably going to be at Loreville because I haven't joined area for. There we go. Loading.
You want me to head to Hurston's orbital station? Although it's probably
Oh, Everest Harbor?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll meet there. Here's the thing is, that was 49 out of 50, so if Data's gonna join our server, he will not be.
Someone will quit. We'll just go and call someone mean names until they leave.
we'll kidnap someone and rename him Data.
Yeah.
Sorry. It'll be like, think of it, Transformers. They got the Seekers, right, where it's like they all look like Starscream. That'll be like Data. We'll have Datas. They'll all look like Data. Victor Wolfong says that's like in the chat. Victor Wolfong says that's like anti-therapy. And Hillam29 says good to see you, and of course, like normal, I had to okay that because YouTube censorship is really wonky.
Hey, you better watch your fucking language, okay?
Fuck you talking about.
But at least I can confirm then that PO is accepting a Herrick to land, so that's pretty
That's
cool.
good.
Because I just thought that it was just, nope, sorry, PO just won't let you land. Like, alright. Because for a while, at least for all, like, I think both 311 and 312, it would not land. And unfortunately, I did lose my fucking souped up quantum drive, so might be a hot minute.
That sucks. Hey, now I can ask you for advice on pimping out my own character.
Yeah. Honestly, besides the guns, the guns are pretty much the only maybe. The quantum drive, you definitely want to fucking overhaul that. I've been going with the, what was it? The TR something TR something, whatever drive. Fuck it. Let me
something dark side something.
Exactly. Let me fucking alt tab over to Urkel here
Alright, so I'm just making the stream full screen on the game since we're going around. I doubt we're going to be covering any other topics. Maybe we'll talk about something while we play, but for the most part, I just wanted to focus on 313. We've been waiting how long for this patch?
Oh yeah.
4 months?
It should have, again, if we just go based on paper, it should have dropped end of March, and it dropped end of April.
Yeah.
So...
It's felt like a long damn time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we have 3.14, which is going to be like another 4 months from now. Help us.
So I believe the one I've been using, is that the right one? No, that's... I need to do these calculations all over again. There's stock. Oh. Alright, stock is 1220.
Victor. Data, you'll like this. Victor Wolfong says, "Yay! More war crimes! More war crimes with ramps! Hooray! That's a lot of R's. More war crimes with ramps." For anyone who has no idea what the reference is, Data once dragged my unconscious body for like 2 hours trying to get it up a ramp and failed miserably and hilariously.
You just didn't want to go up. That's all it was.
Hold on a second.
Someone say kibble?
Indeed.
Kibbles and bitch. Kibbles and...
Yeah. Well, look, we'll finally be able to... Look, now we have 2 ships, Cam. We can do events just the 2 of us. You have your Carrick on one side of the field, I'll have my Carrick on the other, and then it'll just be us running towards...
And we get some poor person and a dragonfly bouncing between the two. So speaking of which, Merc, how is your sugar daddy / mama? I don't know their gender. Yeah. Honestly, like for literally years, I'm salivating over this ship. I finally
I know.
it together, and some guy fucking hands this.
I know.
Like, let me just. Hey, you want one? Yes.
Like, yeah, I just got this laying around.
Gathering dust. Here
You know how many? You know how many he had? He told me he has like 5.
For fuck's sake.
I know. And that's on top of Idris's and a javelin, and like 3 Polarises. Polarises.
You should tell him. By the way, I'm doing a giveaway for my org. I'm kidding. Mostly. Somewhat. Yeah. Hey, no. We're doing a stream for a giveaway for our org. Do you want to be the sponsor? I'm sorry.
I had an infinite loading screen, and now my game's freezing.
Oh, speaking of freezing up, I did have earlier today. I had the weirdest experience.
Yeah.
So I've been mining. I was on my MSR.
A bad way to start any story in Star Citizen. I was mining.
Yeah, I was mining. And suddenly I was no longer able to interact with anything. And hear someone in chat, someone saying like 30K, and it's like someone's like, wait a minute, it's not quite lining up, but like the what was it, B-win stat wasn't quite dropping all the way down like it normally does if you're going to go and crash and burn. And so it's like, okay, if we crash and burn, we crash and burn, whatever. Nothing we can do about it. So about 5 minutes go by. Chat's still up. You cannot interact with anything, but chat is still up. So no doors are working, no ships are working, but nothing. But chat's up. We're kind of like, huh, kind of weird. Usually it's either 30K by now, or if it's going to recover, it's recovered, and it's not doing anything. Probably sat there for about 20 minutes. Server's not dead, but as far as I'm aware, it never recovered. I finally just was like, fuck it, I'm going to just take the L, and went back to main menu, lost my
Alright,
hour
I'm
worth of
rebooting the
mining of
game.
whatever the fuck it was.
Thing if this fixed anything.
Yeah. Oh no. So for the what's it called? The quantum drive.
Yeah.
So there's a couple options. The one I'd been going for before was the TS2. That's pretty much the fastest. That being said, it's it's good enough that you're gonna go and be able to go back and forth across the system a couple of times without needing to refuel. So generally speaking, the TS2 is going to be the best one. So you could essentially go Port Olisar to Microtech about just under 6 times without needing to refuel. So TS2 is probably the way to go. It's the most fuel consuming one, but it's like that doesn't really matter that
But in a
much.
ship that size, the faster and the amount of money you'd be making in a ship like that, yeah.
Yeah, you could go with the Pontes instead. That gives you a little over 6 times if you're going from point A to point B. You drop about when you're traveling, you drop about 20 km, so it's not really that much of an effect on there. But if you wanted to find a fuel efficient option while still maintaining that same kind of speed, that'd be the way to go.
Your server is consistently full.
Lies. Wait? What station is over Hurston again?
Well,
Cyberpunk?
I'm moving some files. I deleted the user folder and kind of like messing with that. So Victor Wolfong says it was both incredibly horrific and sad regarding the Data's body dragging.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty gruesome.
And we captured it all on footage. It was how long? 11-hour stream.
Yeah, as soon as I land here.
Yeah, I might as well just all get into main menu and join the server that way.
Yeah.
Since I'm like done
That way at least I'll wait for Merc
recombobulating
to
the user folder here.
Now, Merc, did you make it off planet at all before doing that, or no?
I didn't even load into the server.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just land on.
And right now I'm trying to remember which I'm making my own user. Like, okay, what was going into the user folder, so that
if you just search on Spectrum, there's probably a post.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if it's giving you trouble, you have your key bindings. That's the biggest thing. I would just copy those somewhere and then delete the user folder, and it'll repopulate it.
Yep.
But too, like for me at least, now I'll note I'm being a casual and just using a mouse and keyboard. So the only thing I've ever really rebound so far has been the push to talk button because I want them on my mouse. I use those nice forward back buttons.
Yeah, I'm using a keyboard mouse.
I keep on telling myself like, Maybe I want to get into dual stick or some shit
Well,
like
in
that.
my new
But
setup,
then
I
I'm
can
like,
actually do that now. So, like, I have enough room for a joystick.
yeah, well,
I use my
that part's probably
controller
like I
for
could have on
flight
my deck.
sometimes. Just because like it's really fun to fly in Star Citizen with a controller. Like you just, especially in third person, because you got that nice view, and Star Citizen like third person controls, flight controls with the gamepad. Just they feel really nice, you know. Okay,
Oh,
good.
for
All right, I
fuck's sake.
repopulated everything I needed.
I always love when the fucking star map is just like, nah, we don't want to let you
It
select
takes
that.
it
It's
takes
like,
like
for
2 years to
fuck's
load.
sake. Honestly, if there's anything that could put some fucking quality of life focus on it, it'd be the goddamn star map.
I mean, it works better now than it did last patch.
Does it? It's still not saying much.
So if you're
It's
having trouble
true.
clicking on something, like where you're trying to go, try click on a different object. 'Cause I've found that works sometimes.
All right, I'm in the main menu.
Alright, I'm still trying to get over to fucking Everest Harbor so I can land this fucking behemoth. If I can find a fucking orbital goddamn marker on Hurston, they'll let me fucking use it. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not letting me select anything. Well, that's fucking wonderful. Jesus Christ, fine, I'll go to another fucking marker and jump back. Just come on! All the goddamn things I could put a little bit of effort into.
So let's see. Arena Commander is supposed to have the ships that you own available for you to fly, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but I thought there were caveats to that.
Are they only
It
ships you
depends on the
purchase
game
with
mode.
real money?
If you're flying in like a pirate
Well,
form or
yeah, only
something,
gonna be
it'll
real
only
money
give you your
ships.
combat ships. If you're flying in free fly,
Okay.
it'll give you all your ships. It's fun like
Yeah,
that.
it's only in free fly that you can see them all, because otherwise, because that was the whole thing with them giving additional ships. Because it's like there's ships that people have nowadays, and it's like, hey, how come I have a Hornet or something? It's like, well, that's the Arena Commander loaner because that's not a combat ship, but they want everyone to be able to participate in Arena Commander. Hey, now when I go to quantum, it just cancels out the quantum because, oh, you got to aim off the marker. Gee.
This doesn't make sense. How do I have a 600 high?
You robbed some rich bitch?
I don't even know where that came from.
Have it credited to your hangar? Or?
I mean, it's available. I'm looking through Arena Commander ships right now, and I have it available for some reason. Maybe it's a sub thing.
Yeah, it could be a something because I think you get ships. Check out through that. Okay, on my way to Everest Harbor.
Just waiting on you.
Yeah.
Victor Wolfgang says you had an epic sad pick battle with an unconscious corpse. Unconscious corpse.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
that's how it
either
works.
dead or alive and unconscious. It's you can't have an unconscious corpse. It's a corpse. How do you have compared to a awake corpse? Wouldn't that just be a living person or a vampire? I guess vampire would be a awake corpse, right?
No, I mean,
That would be
a vampire
undead.
is not really a corpse. It'd have
Yeah.
to be a zombie to be a corpse.
Yes. Yeah, a zombie would be an awake corpse.
Oh yeah, the vampires are undead or unliving or whatever.
I think by today's standards, you would consider a vampire to be alive.
What do you mean, blood-sucking fiend? I take offense to that.
Actually, I mean, vampires are pretty rapey. Think about it.
Well, I mean,
instead
especially when you look
instead
at
of
the
taking advantage
original-
of you in a sexual way, they take advantage of you in a medical way. I guess they take your blood.
I don't think
You know, they
medical
only
has
want to
anything to
suck
do with
your
it.
blood because they have a vitamin D deficiency because they can't go out in the sun. Gee, rude.
They're still rapey.
You're not wrong.
Shouldn't we invite Data to the party?
Maybe.
God damn it, it's not. Okay, I have to check something in the. It's probably due to the file thing, the way they changed it. Where would friends
Well, no,
be?
I did not do anything special to like copy files over or anything like that, and my friends list is still normal.
That is weird. Of course, mine would go fucked up like this.
Who you see?
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Yeah, pretty much.
I did have though earlier when I was using my Mercury to try to mine with. I had bought some upgraded shields for it, and when I equipped them, it went and actually not only stripped all parts off of my Mercury and spawned them on top of my person, killing them. It was then spawning them in the habs where I was spawning until I was finally able to get out, and I had to eventually do a character reset, and then it would let me actually do it because I was able to get out of the hab eventually, but the Mercury itself, it had even the turrets and shit ripped off. So
This is weird. I'm definitely gonna report this to cancel. That like specific friends are being unfriended by Star Citizen every time I load up the game.
Well, but they're not unfriended, are they? Well, I guess maybe they are.
Well, they are on my side.
no, that's just alternative facts.
Victor Wolfman says, "Oh God, they literally have to rape for breakfast." Ew. I mean, yeah. And then let's not talk about the whole, vampires that do more things than just take your blood. What was that?
All the modern vampires just go to a blood bank.
Yeah, see, those are the clever ones.
I remember actually reading a book about like it was like a vampire who you know the usual shit, like they returned like way back in the Middle Ages kind of shit, so they've been alive for like over 1,000 years and shit, and they actually, because of course they had a decent amount of wealth and shit, so they helped fund a blood bank specifically so they would not have to go and like prey on people and shit. And okay, I'm popping out to main menu.
Is the chat showing up in the stream?
Oh boy, the game.
Oh, it is, but it shows up in the on the screen way before it does in the actual chat. That is. Victor Wolfman says there's a couple of vampire Batman. Yes, there are Batman. Batman. Yeah. Yeah, there are a few Elseworld stories. There's that Justice League Gods and Monsters version. But yeah, that's what I liked about in Blade 2, in the opening of the movie, it opens up like vampires running a blood bank. Like, yeah, of course. Makes sense. This way they can get blood humanely. As humane as.
I mean, even ignoring humanely, it's a hell of a lot easier to just go in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna pay like, even if it's like $1,000 per bag or whatever the shit.
Exactly. Plus, like, yeah, sure, like
you're
you're paying people to give blood and all that, but look, you're getting fed. It's essentially you're paying for a meal, and plus you can have recurring customers.
Someone and then the police are after you, and
but yeah, plus this way you can have recurring customers versus, oh no, that guy that I had, now he's a vampire too, and instead of adding more to your ranks, right? Because isn't that the whole thing, where you suck someone's blood, they become a vampire? It's like a parasitic.
I don't think that's how that works.
It depends on the version.
Yeah,
I think at least in the Blade version, that's how it worked. And then Victor. Yeah.
What's it? Anyone who just got bit? Like,
I think it was
it's a controlled thing, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I think it depends. I don't know. Maybe in Blade, I think it was also like depending on if you were like a pure vampire versus like a person turned or whatever. Victor Wolfong says, "Na na 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 Batman, Batman, Batman."
We ready to launch now?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. What could possibly go wrong?
Stop saying that. We've already experienced a lot of wrongs.
And that's just been today.
Yep. Hatch is not off to a great start for me so far.
You are a part of the other camps. You need to do it.
Huh? What? Who?
It is all on you, Cam. You have to decide. Okay, there you go.
But yeah, those the gray cat armor that we were talking about earlier, those are not going to be in until they said the summer. So at least 314.
Yeah. Okay. The 314 is usually supposed to be June, but by the looks of it, it would probably be July or August.
Yep.
How are you gonna feel when the gray cat armor comes out and it's yellow?
Well,
or just crap.
One of it is supposed to be like a yellow black kind of shit.
You think they'll rename it to Yellow Cat?
Maybe.
If it comes in black and blue, you should call it the Wildcat.
Alright, I'm in.
Where's the picture of this armor? Cause I want. Do they have a picture of the armor on the ship store with the gray cat? Yeah.
Yeah, there's here. I can grab a picture.
Nope, don't worry about it. I'm already there.
There's also, if you look on the store, so there's pages for just the armor. I can probably get a better picture there. Did you just fucking yawn?
What?
Dare you? How dare you? Oh, yeah,
Well, yawn as I damn please. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, there is
I
things you
can
can
nuke
do
it from
about it, but
orbit.
I'm just gonna ignore you.
I can nuke it from orbit.
Exactly, that's what I said. There are things you can do about it. I'm just gonna ignore you. Just shrug off the nuke. It'll be fine.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this armor before. I didn't know it, I didn't know the context of it though. Yeah, it's cool looking. Yeah, it comes in a gray, orange, red, and that it. Harvester armor.
Yes.
Neat.
So, like I said, honestly, I only bought the DS pack because it came with all the skins. It came with the 3
On
armors,
screen for
which
you
means
guys.
that those armors will now have LTI. However, they actually implement that down the line. I'm like, yeah, it gives me 3 sets, so at the very least, it lets me go and fuck around with 2 other people with it, or it gives me backups. Yeah, so I am
Looks
in
nice.
game. I'm at Everest Harbor.
I'm still loading, which is worrying.
Casual.
Still on an SSD. That hasn't changed.
Yeah, if you get the
Yes,
black
but is it
screen, you
good
might have
SSD?
that bug. You might have to do a character reset. Though I've got a marker for you.
All right, that's good. So maybe I'm just taking a little while to load because I'm streaming or something.
That could be it.
I mean, my internet's not the best. Better than it was, but that's not really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. Do you know what I mean? Because I know what you mean.
Know what I mean?
Could have just been a laggy server thing because it took like 15 seconds for me to put my helmet back on.
Hooray!
That has been known to happen. I think it's in the known issues list of things that are wrong with the client right now.
Oh,
Everything
that's comforting, but doesn't really help. At least not in the immediate way. I was actually about to open the console too, so I can kind of see what was going on, but nope.
You got nothing.
Nothing. No, have to just or none. Case may be. Victor says, at the moment, I'm doing a drawing of an insane Megatron maniacally laughing as he wields the index, which standing Crypticon lasered remains. Installation 05's library. He's working on a Halo crossover.
I was going to play, huh?
Yeah. First time I've used my. I've been doing my stuff. It's nice to be able to use my giant monitor again and tiny ass phone for everything.
How big is the giant monitor?
17 inches. No, sorry, 27 inches.
I was gonna say.
Like 17 inches. I used to have a 17-inch laptop like 15 years. That's 27-inch. Victor says it's still. Oh, okay. Oh, it's very silly crossover. It's barely written any. Used to draw cool stuff. Uses to draw cool stuff is always cool.
If it's not responding, you'll just have to close it. It's not going to come back.
Yep. Task manager is not responding.
I'm just gonna try verifying and try again. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna do. It. Alright, could we try this whole refriend thing again so that I can join on your server? And before you say join on leader, I just
Really?
did and it doesn't do
It
anything.
messed up again?
Yeah. Well, we never
sure you don't wanna
redid it
just do
before
it
the last
for-
time it unfriended you guys.
Here, Merc, try this. Instead of us doing that, go to the website, check your contact list there. If we're on there, do a character reset.
Victor says you're not having a good time. What gave it away?
Well, that's a first. My Connie just spawned in a 0-0 pad.
Guess all the other ones were blocked.
It graduated. Uh-oh.
Lit.
I've noticed when I store my ship with the power still on, when I respawn it and get in, it has the power.
Huh.
Alright, yeah, it's saying you're still friends on my Spectrum. So I have no...
Yeah, I would honestly do a character reset at that
Yep,
point.
seems like that would be the logical next step. So, over real quick. Go.
I suppose that does give me time to go buy that new quantum drive. Because it'll take you a minimum 15 minutes until it'll let you back down.
There, so now you have data stream instead. Also, dude, you have an active chat in your Twitch. Doing really well.
Do I? I don't see people talking.
Oh, no, it's in the game chat. Sorry, it's the placement of it on the lower screen. Did they change the placement of it? They changed the placement of it?
Yes, yeah, they did. It's bugged for me in my ship because I can't see like the bottom two lines, but it looks better.
Gotcha.
I was just checking out these lights. I can see people over there on the surface, but one of them is an Avenger, and I really don't want to get in a fight.
What are you
Request
in?
character reset.
Connie.
I mean, you can take an Avenger. Unless he's better than average, you'd be able to tank his shots and just splat him with your fucking size 4s. That being said, I actually recently checked. I did not realize if you go fixed for the nose gun on the Avenger, it's a fucking size 4.
Really?
Yeah. If you gimbal it, it goes down to a size 3. But I did not realize it was a size 4 mount.
Well, you know, the Hornet has the ball turret that can mount to size 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a mission earlier to go and clear out one of the caves from enemies. I haven't gotten it again yet, but I'm keeping my eyes open. I would love to be able to do that.
If you failed it, it might not be showing up now because actually, did you fail it or did you complete it?
I 30K'd, so I guess I might have failed it.
Okay, yeah, 30Ks count as a fail, so you probably don't have it again now because your reputation is below the bar.
Check my rep. Oh yeah, Crusader Security. I've got bad rep.
All right, so
Dude,
character reset has been reset.
I'm really surprised, especially in these days here, that they didn't think to go. You know, it's like, hey, so if we get like a crash or something, because someone asks, hey, with the reputation system, if we get like a crash or 30K something like that, are we penalized for that? Well, yeah, the game right now has no way of detecting why it would. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Then at minimum, don't make a crash. You know, it's like, sure, don't make it complete or anything like that, but don't make it fucking negatively hurt you.
I don't know.
Like,
I can
for
understand
fuck's sake.
from their point because adding all the extra stuff to mitigate that when they're just going to tear it out later.
I'm fine with them not going like, hey, we're not going to have it auto detect if you like crash or 30K or something like that currently. Sure, okay, I can understand that, but at the minimum, don't make it so a failed mission right now hurts you.
Well, then how does reputation mean anything?
Well, they already said over time it's going to go down anyway. Because that's one of the things for like, oh, if you want this top tier reputation, you have to be active in the game. You have to essentially keep that bar up there. Otherwise, it will go down. So, because again, this being essentially still tier 0 of reputation, where we're able to see that, and down the line they could go, okay, we're toggling that back on now because we have been able to detect that or some shit.
This is the first character reset I've done in a few months.
Yeah, I had to do one earlier today. That was the first one I've done in months.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't think I've ever done one.
I've done, I think. I've done a few in like the span of like a day because like it wasn't fixing something. Didn't lose anything each time. We'll find out what happens this time.
Yeah, the only thing I'm aware of currently that I've lost at all was my quantum drive on my Merc. That's it. Everything else, and my ammo, as always.
Right. Yeah, I'd rather lose ammo than my guns. That's for sure.
At least ammo's fucking cheap. If you're heading over to Me D Machine, I'm heading over to CRUL5 to buy a quantum drive.
Alright, so odds are I probably won't be able to play tonight, which is unfortunate, but at least Data, I have your screen on the street.
Well, the reset should only take about 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then you're in.
Oh. I definitely misread because you're saying something about like 12 hours.
Yeah, no.
After the reset, it'll take 12 hours for you to be able to do another reset.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, right, okay. Definitely misread it then.
I don't know why they have that time frame on there, but whatever. I'm sure it fucks the system.
It's probably it's probably like a server thing. I doubt it's
or maybe it's like the server does like backups every 12 hours, stuff like that, and so they don't want it to like overlap with 2 resets in one backup or something. I don't know.
Where are you? Looks like you're on
I'm on Daymar right now. I just remembered that I did some mining with the ROC yesterday, and I put it inside the Connie and forgot to sell and just stored it. So
oh crap! Am I gonna have because I bought the ROC I have I bought in game.
Depending on when you bought it, you should still have it.
Bought it a few patches ago.
Well, then yeah, you should be fine. From what I understand, when you do a character reset, it just goes back to a recently saved version from the back end. So all your ships and AUE Siege should still be available.
All my 5 going on 6 million credits.
Yeah.
I haven't done one in a while.
Oh no, I may have just screwed myself.
The first time. Sorry. You didn't hear that.
No, it's funny. I think this is the same place where I dragged your body around.
No, that was on a Clio, I think, around Microtech.
Ah, good memories.
Yeah. Remember we froze to death?
I do.
I still can't believe I survived that explosion, but I was in a coma. That's pretty much what happened. You can't say otherwise.
Game interaction. Like
Actually,
you were dead. Clearly, you just didn't respawn.
No, yeah, that was no, because my marker. You said my marker was still there, right? And obviously, my body, you were interacting with it. And yeah, I was dead, and I should have respawned. But to you, it was like into the server. It's kind of like, no, he's just unconscious and he's in a coma. Here, play with him. I got you a new stuffed animal. It's a live human. It's in a coma.
Cam, you have an Ursa, don't you?
Yeah.
I think all 3 of us have an Ursa now. Because I got an Ursa with my new Carrick.
Good. We need to just do like a follow the leader somewhere. That'd be fun.
Hey, now Merc, now you have 2 Pisces, right?
And they're both C8Xs too.
Fancy.
Victor, what's 42? I mean, aside from the answer to life, the universe. Seldom rocks.
It's not gonna let me do it. Not sure why.
At night or F-Ray?
I think it was like 2 gems of headnite that I found somebody left in a cave, and then like 2 small rocks worth of dolvine. So it's not a huge lot. They're inside the rock DS, so I probably later will just spawn the DS again and take them out of the.
I'm gonna check if I got the Carrick Best in Show skin because the Carrick that I have was one of the original Carricks that he got. Like, so technically it was bought before uh, IAE last year. It was gifted to me.
Remember the first time I tried to lift the nurse and the PTU, and it catapulted it almost through the roof after the ramp stopped moving.
Yeah, the guy bought the Carrick in April 18th, 2017. So not one of the originals. Definitely before the IAE. I'll have to check if I have.
So when are we gonna have games to play on our Moby while we're in Quantum?
Oh my god, right? Especially for those of us that don't have the fucking Nerf gun.
Yeah, really. It'd be hilarious. Just be like pew 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 pew.
It,
Especially,
dude, you
can make it so
say
that
like
our-
you haven't. Data and I have tested it. Like, it is super fun. All those monotonous moments in the game, it kills them all. It's so much fun to use in quantum travel and armistice zones when you're just killing time.
You know, they should add, instead of the Nerf gun, have like a laser tag gun.
That would be cool too.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
They just shine. It's pretty much the laser pointer, except instead of the visible light, the visible line of light, it's just a endless little laser pointer. That
No. Have it to be where you have a laser gun, and then you have like a laser tag gun and a laser tag chest piece. And when you wear the laser tag chest piece, if you get hit by the laser tag gun,
It
it
lights
makes like
up?
a beep sound or some shit. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll
it
light
like
up and
beeps,
make
it
some
lights up.
flashing colors.
Yeah, if you have like a controller, it vibrates, some shit like that.
It has. If it lights up though, you have to be able to tell it lights up when you're in first person.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I wasn't saying like you might have like a HUD light or something, so you got something on your HUD, and like
Yeah.
third person, you would see something flashing on the character's helmet or some shit. But
Yeah, I say it because like obviously when you're flying first person, say like the Cutlass blue and the or Cutlass red and the flashing lights, you can't tell you have flashing lights third person.
yeah,
So
Part of that's because they nerfed those lights so hard because they used to be so good.
that's true. Well, I noticed a lot the visual stuff they nerfed a lot, and you can see it in one of the new trailers for the game. Sorry for the project, where they have like the muzzle flash for the laser weapons, and it's just so pathetic and sad compared to what they used to be.
Yeah.
I was looking at some old screenshots I had recently, and like the muzzle flashes of the laser weapons, I think it was the Demico specifically, super bright and just violent and awesome. And now they just look like red smoke. Sad.
I hope though too soon that they can make some improvements to the chat, just because it's still like I know they did some amount of tweaking with it, but it's still kind of washed out whenever you are like in bright lights or something like that, or if you're like on let's say yellow or something, you know, a nice gray body, and it's like no matter what color you really set the chat to, it's still getting washed out.
Yeah, right now it doesn't have any it doesn't have like a drop shadow or anything around it.
Yeah, it just like literally
Drop
just
shadow is the
put
wrong
a
word.
fucking drop shadow on it. Line all the letters with a black border around each letter. Boom, there you go. That's pretty much it.
Hmm.
I know there's more to it than that, but
It'd also be nice if we can choose where it is on the HUD.
that would
That
yes
would
and
be ideal.
no. Just because it's like as it is, like yes, it would be cool if we could unlock it and drag it around. At the same point, though, there's gonna be very few places that you could safely have it that isn't going to be blocking something else. As it is, it still sometimes blocks something else, but
Yeah, I mean, I personally I liked it on the top left corner. I think it was probably the best place for it. No.
yeah, but the problem was they had like all the ship displays up there, and they were like, "Oh, it's
True.
broken."
True.
I mean, once building blocks gets in on the HUD and all that, then we should have the ability to adjust where everything is on the visor.
Do we know when that's going to be?
You know,
No.
actually, this is reminding me a bit of the old chat HUD. When it's on the bottom left corner. Used to be there, remember?
Yeah, I think it did.
So you in game again, Merc, or
I'm gonna try that now.
I'm pulling into CRUL5 right now to buy a new quantum drive. And just imagine you have to load it up on a fucking trolley, wheel it into your fucking ship.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Like,
That trolley,
for example,
that trolley. You know, we closed the door accidentally on the trolley. Next thing you know, you and I are in pyro system.
that would be how. Because remember too, all of the well, actually, that's an interesting point.
What? That the
So
trolleys have
right
the power to
now,
launch us into another star system?
well, no, I was just thinking. So right now, everything in the stamp system is physicalized in a three-dimensional way. As in, if I were, I'm here at CRUL 5, and if I were to go and line up a trajectory good enough and then crank my acceleration up, I would be able to go and make my way over to Crusader or wherever else. It's not just loading in and it's not actually there. It's all actually there in the system currently.
Yeah.
However, what I'm wondering is, once we have more than one system, I don't think at that point the systems are physicalized to each
God
other.
fucking damn it! You guys, I
What?
still have to send friend requests to you guys. Jackass. Well, not you, but you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, what happened?
So far you guys are still not friends, but are friends, obviously. Because I'm like, I have Spectrum opened right next to me, like right next to the game window. It's like, you guys are friends on Spectrum, like, and on the website and all that. So I still have to send friend requests to you guys.
This sounds like something you might need to get in contact with customer support about.
Yeah, you should probably open it, or you should probably check issue council first. Search up there's like the word friends, and then see if there's anything about friends list showing up there. And then if not, make your own post about it. And I'm sure you wouldn't be the only.
Well, let's see if I can actually load into a server, because recreate my character.
Understandable, haven't I say?
Well, if you're admin,
Character.
Cam should be able to invite you. Did you not?
I'm
Yeah, you
still
can
in the
see the
party.
party
I'm
invites from-
I'm still in the party. So
Oh, okay. Can you join a party leader? There
Nope.
should be a button.
no, yeah, I know, but it never shows up for me.
Hmm.
Alright, hold on, I'm landing now. So I'll just go back.
Hold on, let me create my character here while I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that real quick.
Ah, the wonders of Star Citizen, where you can spend an hour and a half playing and not actually play at all. Yeah, good catch that the when the mission failed, it did drop my reputation there, so that
Yeah, that's part of the new system. So
On the
I
bright
hope they
side,
do put some
30Ks are pretty rare now.
bullshit.
really quick to disprove that one.
Yeah, I ain't buying it.
I honestly wasn't getting 30Ks that often in the last patch.
I have someone in my chat who was literally just saying like, yeah, I just came from a server that 30K. It's true.
Nice.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but in like the 10 hours that I've been playing 312, I've had like 2. So that's way better than used
No, it's 312. We're on 313.
or 313. That's what I meant.
Same thing. All just a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, really.
That's numbers.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Numbers.
Look faster. Faster.
I really like this constellation, but why in God's name did they put this ugly ass strut right in the center of the screen?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Okay, I'm in the main menu now.
Are you, though?
I don't know. Let's just try Lorville. I'm gonna load in and see what happens. Your party leader has yet to launch you into a server. Do you
You
still
can
wish
just
to?
ignore that.
Let's load in and see if it works. If it works, then hooray.
If he dies, he dies.
Really lost like whatever viewer we had because of all this nonsense.
Hey, I'm sure the 3 people that watch our videos after they're posted will enjoy it.
I'm just gonna browse Spectrum and then loading. Help desk.
No, there will be no excuses.
Pick up
Not with
sorry.
that kind of
Signs of a
attitude.
demon.
Alright, I just landed a Tressler. Are you guys waiting to do a party launch, or did you already go?
I am.
I'm just loading into a server on my own just to see if I load into.
Yeah, I'm so trying to buy that quantum.
I'm still loading.
Just now found the store. You know what? Thinking on it, I bet those the Great Cat armors. Those are going to be sub flare, but they stuck it with the PS instead.
It's gonna be subflare.
No, it was going to be at one point. It might still be in the future, but there's 3 of them, different colors. Come on, it totally says subflare.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am in a server.
You loaded in?
I'm in a server, so I can load into the game. That's good.
Unless that's what they want you to think.
Oh, it's all simulation.
Exactly.
I did learn something interesting though. Whenever I have my hands off the controls, my head is just turning to the right on its
Might mean you
own.
got dead stick.
What?
Or whatever they call it. Like the controller, you might have.
No, on my
issue with it.
mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard.
Huh. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a controller connected right now?
Yeah, because if it is connected, it could be.
I do, and that was the problem. Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's weird. I've never heard of that before. Like, it seems like a controller kind of thing. Oh, hey, look, controller plugged in.
Something was on top of the controller and it was moving the joystick.
Or like you put it up and it's like right against the wall, hitting it just right.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. It's like, what the? Oh, son of a bitch. Good grief.
Well, these terminals will not load it.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go from, because I'm at Lorville right now, I'm just gonna head to Everest Harbor and then log out.
Okay.
Way I'm in space. 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 Space.
Now, are you gonna go? Are we gonna do a party launch after that, or are you just gonna be done, Merc?
You guys want to at least try to get the Carrack out and then do something?
Yeah. Because I've
Shouldn't
got
be a
my
total
character.
loss, right?
I've got the Rocket DES on that thing. We can try fucking around with that a little bit.
Yeah.
If you guys want.
Well, I was gonna say try to get my character out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying we can meet up and then I can perk my
Yeah.
DS on your character.
Yeah.
At least.
Alright, let's see. Do I have all my shit?
Today.
I have some of my shit. I only have one black blue undersuit instead of two. That's fine. Armor. I have all of all the helmets I have. Okay, I have all of my helmets.
I think Urkel lied to me.
Probably.
What?
Urkel, the site that tells you where things are.
What do they say?
I'm looking for a crossfield drive, and it says trusts are supposed to happen on Platinum Bay. It doesn't.
I have close to all my guns. I'm back down to 432 SMGs. Who freaking who? Oh no, it's the end of the world.
Exactly. Hey,
How many med pens did I lose? How many med pens did I lose?
All of them.
I doubt.
If credits are tight, we even offer a credit advance for new qualified employees. See your local recruiter for details.
Oh, they changed the slot.
Yeah, now I'm missed.
And my mobi-glass is just loading. For brains loading.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Whatever, I'll deal this in the new server later.
Data, are you at Port Trustler?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go and head over there real quick because I've got my new quantum drives, which should be quick-ish. So here, I'll make Merc the party
thanks.
leader.
Interesting. I did not save the changes I made. Oh, that's because it was of course. Oh, 30k.
Ah! Don't worry, I hear they're really rare.
Someone's selling you bullshit then. Master Chief is in our chat saying, "Hello there, Spartan. How's your Covenant battle? How's your Covenant battles there along and getting attacked by Cortana? I haven't been attacked by Cortana in a few days, actually.
Oh, that's good. Abusive relationships are the worst.
I'm the leader now. All right. You guys still in the server though?
Yes.
Should I wait for you guys or just join a new server again? Try that.
You can try joining ours. That's fine.
How do I do that when I can't? All the options I get is to either make party leader or send friend request or kick from the party.
Hold on.
Remember, you guys don't show up in my friends list at all. So bizarre. When you are friends on Spectrum still.
Unfriended. There you go.
Server full. Just my luck. Never feel like the universe is out there.
For some reason, it will not let me store the Connie. So I'm going to hop pads, and hopefully it'll store it, and then I'll go to...
Alright, I'm just gonna jump to Everest Harbor, which probably take me like 2 minutes. Ah, so much nicer to have a good quantum drive.
I think we want to get a different server anyway. This one is kind of lagging behind.
Hmm.
Well, when I try to click on your join server, I now have error. Lobby error code 60,015. Can't join server because it is full, and now I can't do anything. Oh, no, scratch that. I fixed that problem. But I'm still left with the same 4.
Which is server's full.
Server is full.
Cam is almost here, so we'll be back to menu in a second.
Were you guys Port Tressler?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm coming
Around
over.
Microtech?
Or not Tressler, I'm sorry.
Everest Harbor.
Everest, yeah.
I'm like, that's still so. I mean, that. Yeah, sure. Now,
And that would explain why the drive I was looking for wasn't in the shop, because I was looking for. I mean, it says Tressler, not this place. Still not letting me store it. I'm gonna assume that it's probably fine and just go to menu. It'll probably
Did
yeah.
you call for a pad or?
Yeah. I called for pad and I landed, but in the console it says claim instead of store.
It's probably fine.
All right, I'm menuing.
Flying into the station now. Going into the hangar now.
All right, we're all good to go.
No, I'm landing now, so it's gonna be another minute.
So we're good to go.
Come on, Cam.
God, we're all waiting on you, man.
That's what they call a personal problem.
Oh, 313 so far is great.
This is exactly what we expected.
Worse.
You didn't
I don't know.
expect
For some
number
reason,
two?
I was expecting improvement.
You got nothing.
Oh, interesting side note. I don't have Cam in our friends list in game either.
Dun
Dun,
dun
dun,
dun.
dun.
But I. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, yeah,
What happened?
I was wrong.
Oh, plot twist, twisted.
Was talking?
What?
Did you just close the client?
Yeah.
Okay, so your name probably just popped into offline.
Ah. Yeah, your name disappeared when you exited to the main menu, and before, cause like it was in the,
Maybe now.
it was up there. No, Data's name disappeared. Like it was in the PU.
because they did the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, and you dropped into the main menu, and it just disappeared and came back up. So.
Yeah. Well,
we're
I
good to
didn't
go,
go to
though?
the main menu. The game crashed, so I just closed the client and restarted.
Alright, so we're all good to go.
I am good.
We are loading. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Fingers crossed. I think I hung. Oh wait, maybe not.
I'm alive.
Are you in yet?
Yeah. Are you?
I am not.
Oh. Get fucked. Hey, we could grab Mando's Eric and do some bounty missions in it. Either way. I see you, D Machine. Man is probably gonna be another minute. AFK real quick.
Let me join. Yeah, you probably crashed then. My client crashed. I had to restart.
Robert's in the chat saying, "Hail and happy birthday." Thanks, dude. Though it ended right now. It is now April 25th. No longer my birthday. But still my birthday in California, so. Still it was April 25th.
On one hand, yay, more birthday. On the other hand, California.
Yeah. So I got another 3 hours until, it's no longer... Well, actually... Oh, where would it no longer... Where would it be, April 25th all over the world? I guess like Hawaii would... Like a day... They're like half a day behind. Okay, yeah, Hawaii, it's 6:01 p.m. April 24th. So I got like another 12... I got another 6 hours until it's no longer April 24th there.
Alright, I made it in.
The game recovers. The one thing that crashed and they're off. Force crashing.
I don't know, D Machine. I still see you on my HUD here.
Yeah, I just loaded in.
I do not see you at all yet. You were at Everest Harbor, right?
No.
Oh, well, I'm looking only at... Huh. Get fucked. The game's like, hey, you need your birthday spankings, so... You forgot your helmet, D Machine. You better watch where you're pointing that thing. You better put it back, or so help me.
Don't worry about it. Actually, I can't. You have to take it back. I can't give it to you.
Merc, I do see you. I can actually grab it out of your hand.
Yep.
That's funny.
You can take med pins and grenades from people.
Nice.
And flares. You can. Actually, you can't take a flare, but you can turn it on.
So can you turn the grenade on someone's chest?
No.
That would be hilarious,
Cannot
no.
take ammo.
No.
Knife, no. Gun, no. Guns, no.
The only thing you can interact with are grenades, med pins, oxy pins, and flares.
I hope they do fix that, because that is a bit of a... Yeah.
Yeah, they've said it's a bug. It's not intended.
Fuck! I can't join your server now because, well, none of you show up as friends anymore.
Oh my
For
god.
fuck's sake.
Dear CIG, 3413 fucking sucks!
Well, on a side note, I'm stuck in the monitor and I can't get out. That's not...
Rip.
Oh, it's because we're 30 King.
Did we?
Yep.
Nice. Well, I'm still party leader, so we can try this again.
Let me... Yeah, I can't change either. Rip.
Wow. It's been a little over an hour, and we still haven't done anything.
I think, like,
I said,
being
so
around
play
you
for
guys
an hour and a
is bad
half,
luck.
and You don't play at all?
Data's been playing for 4 hours.
I played for 4 hours earlier, and oh wait, it came back.
Lies.
I'm just gonna
I
join a
have
random
heard,
server and hopefully it puts me in with you guys. At the very least, I can try and get to Everest Harbor and unlock.
This reminds me of the really old days where
Yeah.
gameplay was just you trying to get to another person so you could do stuff.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know why you're having so much trouble though.
I don't know either. I didn't do anything. I didn't make any
The
changes.
fact that like friends keep disappearing from your list kind of tells me something else is going on.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm asking around on Spectrum, seeing why that's the case. Yep, seems I'm not the only person that's having issues with 313 specifically. 312 fine, but 313 is just a clusterfuck.
I don't have a marker view. Oh, because I'm not wearing a helmet.
Oh.
That being said, did they update the issue council? Like the site?
I think they finally got around to doing it for PTU. I don't know about the regular issue counts.
Now, Merc, when you're joining in, do you see any friends at all, or just nothing? Completely blank.
Oh, I see friends, just not you guys. Which is
Okay,
bizarre,
'cause I'm
but
seeing. I'm seeing a thing here saying that the friends list is for some reason being capped at 50, and then the 50 friends
50?
shown are random.
I would say definitely random, considering how you guys were like some of the first people I've added. Especially with the new system, because you had to re-add every friend with the new system that came out in what? I want to say 3.9?
Yep.
Sometime earlier,
So,
sometime last year, the new friend system.
here, I'll shoot you the Spectrum post that I was seeing at least on that.
Thanks. I'm gonna continue surfing this thread I'm on right now. This chat I'm on. Because I'm talking like 3 other guys. Like, yeah, we're all having similar, not the exact same issues, but like similar issues in terms of like loading into servers and such. And
Like here's one. I can delete my friends from Spectrum and re-add them, and I can temporarily see them in menu. However, once I close the game, those friends disappear, and I'm back to 50 friends, although I have 500 plus in Spectrum. They see me, however, I do not see them. My status shows as offline to them.
Well, that sounds like what you're dealing with.
Yep.
I see.
So something went fucking on the back end, probably.
Why is it saying I lack the proper access? Oh, because it is restricted to players with PTU access.
Get fucked.
Well,
Fuck that
Mando, that's
dude.
what you get for having so many friends.
Yeah, how fucking dare you? How many friends do I have?
I had 250. Actually, I had more, but 250 is I played with. Grounds of misery.
Life
Misery,
is pain.
misery.
Anyone telling you otherwise is trying to sell you something.
Yeah, life is pain. Yep. Great Wesley.
Do you have
And
a
pain
hard
is
marker for me,
weakness.
Cam?
Huh?
Tato, what
What
the
now?
fuck are you
You have a
doing?
I'm guessing you do have a HUD marker for me.
I mean, yeah, but then again, you're wearing bright green kitty ears, so yeah, not the stealthiest you've ever been. Just saying.
You're look at
Who's
that
got the
pretty
kitty
kitty
helmet on?
face.
So
Please tell me you're not going to become a furry.
I'm a Khajiit in space.
he's gonna
A space
ooh
furry.
all over your new cleric, Merc.
You're gonna throw up like rainbows and shit all over.
Do you stop stealing from people?
He is stealing from people.
You just took this poor guy's med pack.
Yep. Yeah, he's
So
stealing
the guy's gonna be
your
sitting there like, heal!
Oh, the guy noticed. He's like, the fuck did you just do?
Oh my god. Come on. If he fucking curses you out, you deserve it.
He just took the last med pen.
I mean, he didn't seem to notice. I think he backed up because I was
Either he
blocking
doesn't
his
notice
screen.
or he doesn't care. Like me personally, I have 4,000 med pens, so.
Yeah, but especially too, I hope they get that fixed quick, because especially too, if they don't get that fixed for a couple patches and we move to localized,
Yeah.
like localized inventories, it's gonna be a huge fucking problem. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey, now I got some fucker stealing shit from me.
Wow. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. Hey, Measure
Okay, I
81.
think I'm just done. We're not doing anything tonight.
Yeah, this is definitely a failure for sure. I'm trying to load into a server right now just so I can actually leave Lorville, and I'm still loading. I swear, like 312 was fine. I mean, yeah, you'd have issues a lot of the time, but nothing this bad. This is like this is like a PTU for 2 more weeks bad.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Well, Cam, I think I got all your grenades back.
Wait, so you're holding a grenade? Can you arm it right now, or is the
No,
armistice
I
on?
wish I could, but I can't.
If they took away the armistice,
I was say yeah. I
it would
figured
be,
the armistice
but
on was preventing you. Unfortunate.
also too, I'm pretty sure when it's equipped, you can hold it, but to remember to arm the grenades to activate them, you have to use your mouse button. You have to fire it. So
Yeah, you have to
can't use
arming it,
keyboard.
and well, no, it's yeah, no, it's just mouse. Like if you're using mouse and keyboard, just left click to arm it, and then throw it. You have to click
Right.
again to throw it. So.
Yep. So you would not be able to
No,
arm it while someone has it equipped.
just putting them in your inventory so this way no one can steal them off you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really use them anyway.
Yeah, I have 32 grenades in my inventory for like the last, I'd say, year, but I haven't really done with it. For anyone watching, by the way, we are watching Data's screen, not mine, because having a lot of issues trying to get in game tonight.
Oh, please equip some more. I'm just gonna follow this guy. See what happens.
What could possibly go wrong?
At that point, when you say that, it's worse than jinxing.
I'm from the government. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Stop helping. That's the first way to help.
Really? Not to delve too deep into politics, but it is funny when you have people going like, "Oh, the government sucks. We should give the government more power." Okay, but
Democracy in a nutshell.
yeah.
Not saying that we shouldn't have democracy, given that every other form of government that we've seen so far is worse. Just, having some fun jokes. And if you can't make fun of something, then what good is it, right? I'm
By
gonna
the
mess
way,
with the
for
topic
those
here.
of you who know Star Citizen lore a bit better, do we know of a organization for the UEE that's the equivalent of like the CIA or FBI? So like not like the advocacy who act more like a space cop kind of thing. Although they kind of sort of somewhat branch into
What?
military shit,
What
but
just happened? I died.
it happens to the best of us.
Apparently, space was not happy with me following that man.
Yeah, how fucking dare you?
There. That is a more appropriate title for this. I'm going to rename this episode Star Citizen 313 Clusterfuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Man, and it's episode 21 too, luck and all the fucking bullshit there. Well, at least you have your helmet on. Go, run, chase the man down. Steal his gun if you
Then
can.
shake them in the spleen.
I was decent as
Nope.
terrible.
What just happened?
So
Oh, no, I'm loading the game up and the stream went towards my game. Letting me continue watching Data's end. Follow him. Oh man, that desync and rubber banding is enough to drive a man insane. That is horrible. The emote worked!
I told him he needed to equip some med pens before he goes into combat.
I can't believe the emote freaking. Try it yourself. See if it was just like a fluke thing on that for that guy. Because if it works, and at least assuming I can ever get in game, we can actually record footage for our ideas, but it seems that we had the same problem as before. So this is pretty much 3.12, but even more glitchy.
hooray! Hey! We finally have trolleys, which can
Okay, look,
immediately
yeah,
kill
I won't,
that.
what's face, downplay the new systems that they added. The Cave 2.0, trolleys, turrets, all good stuff. that I definitely was looking forward to. Still am. It's just the problem of actually getting into a fucking server. Hey, what are those on the ground?
Don't ask questions.
Data pads? Can you pick those up?
NPCs have them, and they can be stolen.
Yeah, check that out. You can turn them on too. What do they display anything cool? They're obviously not going to be relevant. Yeah, that one looks like glitched. What about the one you just picked up? It's in your hand. It's in your right hand. It does nothing! Go figure.
Yeah, it doesn't even power on when you power it on.
Alright.
I wonder what use a data pad will have, because we've seen them at like Microtech and shit. They advertise them, so it's like, what use will a data pad have in a world where we've got
Holographic
chips
smartphones.
on our HUD and shit? So it's like, I'm just going, what would be the conventional use of such an item here?
Maybe for like a more secure information compared to like having a mobiGlass or maybe stuff that's like not connected to what the spectrum, right? The 30th century
Maybe.
equivalent to the internet, stuff like that. More like closed network stuff, and maybe essentially like carrying a portable hard drive that has a display screen.
Well, one thing I'm thinking of is that when you think about it, it's like, okay, we've all got our own systems, right? Built into our personal mobiGlass. That being said, a data pad is a system largely outside of this.
Right.
So that being said, or at least so it's not our personal mobiGlass, so to speak. So in a world where everyone has their own mobiGlass, the biggest reason I would see for using a data pad somewhere is that it can be transferred person to person without sacrificing your personal system. So if, for example, if I'm working on some kind of a job, so I'm working in a refinery. Hey, here's the here's the amounts, all the numbers that came in here. I hand that off to the guy in the next shift, and he now has all of that data that I was working on at his fingertips now. Versus if it was on my mobiGlass, I could send him a message there, but that's not going to send him anything more than just that message, right? Barring outside, of course, the fact that if it was the Star Citizen equivalent of an Excel spreadsheet, I could just send him the Excel spreadsheet. But not even having like cloud-based shit. But depending on how Star Citizen does it, how their universe works, and all that bullshit. D-Machine, are you getting real bad frames?
I am.
Because on the stream here, it's looking pretty fucking.
I finally woke up. I'm at Lorville. Bed. And I'm staring at an elevator that goes into nothingness. Oh, and there's the elevator. Now I'm playing Data. I put your screen to.
Yeah, you guys want to try doing something tomorrow sometime or something?
Oh, I'll definitely do something tomorrow to make up for this shit show.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
And so it seems like right now, at least, servers are kind of wonky.
Okay, now that I'm out of the habs, I can really roam. Somewhat more smooth frames. It's already a little better. Things are still
join a random server?
Yeah, I did. Am I showing up at all or no?
No, not for me. So you're not on this one.
Yeah.
That or we're not in a party.
No, we are still in the party. Obviously.
You could always, since I left, it should go and I put one of you guys as leader.
Holy shit! That is just a really bright pink suit, man. Look at this shit. Yikes. Who dressed him
Come
up?
on, Mando. You can't tell me you aren't thinking of adding that to your wardrobe. Hey, at least when you're exploring in caves, you can make sure you never get shot with friendly fire.
Or make sure you
It also makes you a giant target. But
yeah, details.
Do not lock doors.
I will say, I absolutely fucking hate the Lorville train system.
yeah,
Like,
it's
generally
confusing
speaking,
as
just
fuck.
going, like, from Habs to the spaceport, no problem. It's like one train. Going from Habs to the business sector, no real problem there. You want to go anywhere else? Nah, you're
Oh
fucked.
my god, like you have to take one train to go from like gates 1 through 3, then another train to go through gates 3 to 6. It's like, why isn't it all just on one train and just stopping at each gate?
The maps are terrible at explaining any of this.
Well, part of that is the fact that that Hurston was their first landing zone.
What?
So it suffers a lot from the transportation aspect.
It was.
The design of the entire setup is it's not great.
Watch your step when disembarking the train.
I guess technically Levski was, but
Well, that's
Levski, I don't count Levski. It's a mining colony, not a city. You know?
You didn't have
that's
any
true.
kind of transportation.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's a
Oh,
mining colony. It's not really gonna have that kind of stuff. Whereas this is a city. It's supposed to have metros and such.
Unless that's what they want you to think.
Then they are doing a good job at it.
Really, for that system to work, they need to have 2 tracks with trains running in opposite direction.
There's a guy in my server named Night Tick.
The guy on the server I was last in, it was like tickle my nips or something. It's like, really? Like it's like, okay, look, I get it, but really?
A little on the nose.
Oh, just a
Not
little.
something.
Huh? I still have an. Why do I have an anvil arrow?
Hmm.
All right, sure, taking it.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
I'm just gonna make it Everest Harbor, and then I'm just gonna call it too.
Well,
'cause-
instead of going to Everest Harbor, why don't you, if you're gonna stay in for a little bit, you could try going over to like CRUL5 or Port Olisar and grabbing the TS2 quantum drive for your Carrack. It makes a huge.
I'll do that. I'll do that with you tomorrow, just because.
Okay, just 'cause it's gonna be a while. You know, if you use your Carrack at all,
No, I figured I'll probably use my whatchamacallit, my Cutlass Black for that journey.
yeah.
If Cutlass Black's default quantum drive is pretty good. So.
Yeah, and once you upgrade, like I literally traveled like it was like 26 million km, and it probably took me about 3-4 minutes. Like it's faster than almost anything else out there as is currently.
You know, what I find interesting is that 2 different ships using the same quantum drive can have drastically different QT times.
Yes. Also, too, if you know, Merc, if you actually want to bring up your Moby Glass real quick, and go
Have it
to
up right now.
Go to the ship items, and then go to the quantum drive. Let
me take off first because if I remember correctly, they're gonna open and then close it in seconds.
Surprise, bitch! My favorite is when they do that on my Karak, and I'm just like, no, 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 no. Ah!
Landing gear ready.
Laugh if you would have just slammed into the fucking roof.
So to the quantum drive, to the ship. Yeah, do this. Well, this is a good reason why I take the arrow, so I can mess with all my ships.
Yep. But yeah, if you check, you go to the quantum drive and read the.
There it is. I got a
right
Carrack,
now.
baby. Look at it. Carrack. Oh, let me check the paints while I'm at it. Oh.
The best in show paint is nice.
Yes, yes. But I at least I have it from my Cutlass block.
But yeah, if you check under that propulsion tab there.
Agnes.
Yep, but look at I'm a few seconds behind you on the stream here.
I got size 3, grade 2, or grade B rather, industrial.
Okay, no, here it's showing it. I was looking at some shit earlier, and instead of it showing quantum drive, it was showing quantum fuel tank.
Interesting.
And I was just like, that's very odd wording, because as it is, like, right now at least, we're not able to really adjust fuel tanks. The tanks are remaining the same. It's the drive, and thus the efficiency of how much fuel is getting used that changes. So I just thought that was very rare. I'll see if I can replicate it tomorrow here at all.
I still got my rock, so thank God for that. How do I have 4? They're multiplying like a rabbit. I have 3 because I do have a.
I've got like 5.
I do have 2 game packages because I bought I bought 2 from my friend. You know, I got a Aurora, a Mustang one, and let him choose which one he wanted. He took the Mustang one, so now I have 2 Auroras. And whatever. So now I have 3 Auroras. Like, that's great, but why do I have 4 now?
Hey, you know, you don't use them, they get bored.
What you should do is go and spend $45 to buy a ship package. You got an extra Aurora on both of them. Then you go and just mount the package, send that over to your main account, and now you have $45 plus an extra 35 from the Aurora.
I'm turning my, as you guys know, the glass coffin must be fully armed. Usual.
Just rip all the weapons off of it.
Oh yeah, now it's got 4 size 1 ballistic Gatlings on. And a kick-ass paint job too.
On my, I should probably go and put scatter guns on my Prospector. Right now I've got Yellow Jacket Gatlings on it. So I
Nice.
just laugh if someone, especially if someone just shoots me. Of course I'm just dead. But if someone comes in like, hey, you better give me your cargo or else, and it's like, all right, here, let me just.
Ooh, should I? You know what I should do? I'm gonna make one of the guns on the rover a ballistic and 1 energy. Because fuck
Yeah.
you, you know.
I've got I have ballistic cannons on my Ursa. So it's like, well, long range throw firing, sure, it's not going to do much, but it's like, then again, if it gets to the point where we're able to use this thing at all, 1, they've already fucked up, but 2, they're going to be in my range too. So, fuck it.
There you go. Look at that. It's like uneven. Fuck it.
I mean, I've got, for like my Mercury Star Runner on the nose gun, I've got one of the laser repeaters, and the other one is the disruptor. So that way, when I'm firing that, I've got the disruptor taking out the shields and the laser do the damage. Not as much as ballistic, of course, but like, honestly, they need they need to rethink how they want to do ballistic ammo, just because as it is, one, in my opinion, the magazine sizes, or maybe not necessarily the magazine size, but the total ammo storage just for the gun by itself, not counting any like additional cargo you have in the back where you've got like rounds, but just the gun itself. The ammo should be like times 10, something like that, at minimum. Just as it is right now, it's like, oh, you've got like 800 rounds. It's like that's barely one fight, let alone anything larger.
Well, it depends on what size the gun is and what kind of ammo you're talking about.
Well, sure. And in this case, like if you were to look at like a regular like Gatling gun, I forgot which one, like whatever the one is on like the Avengers nose by default.
I think
or
that's.
the
I want to say
Goliath
like
is
size
similar.
4, but I could be wrong.
It has like 800 rounds, and it's like
Yeah.
That's
not
nothing.
much. Yeah, it's like when we're looking at for example, let's say for example like a modern day Black Hawk.
The arrow
which
also has a very.
like,
Let me
you've got
check. Hold on.
thousands of rounds. And that's just in the one box. You've got additional boxes of ammo too, so it's like it really makes no sense to me, especially because of course the larger the weapon size, then the entire weapon is increased as well in size. So it's like it doesn't. It seems to me is like if you have a ammo box included on the weapon, as seems to be the case for most of these, it's not some like ship based internal kind of shit. Then magazine sizes should, even though the physical ammo itself is of course increasing in size, but it's like, if I have a size 4 weapon, my ship is large enough to take a size 4 amount, therefore the magazine for that size 4 weapon would, at a similar ratio, be of a similar comparable size as a smaller ship with a size 2 ballistic weapon. So it's like, I don't really see why it's like, oh, you've got 800 rounds on a fucking Gatling, or you've got, like 200 rounds with a ballistic cannon. Again, that's enough for like a single skirmish, and that's it. And we're talking about who's going out on like long patrols. That's nothing. You're gonna be
Yeah, no,
really
like
needs to be
the arrow has
balanced
that
between-
problem too. The arrow, I'm flying right now. Like the arrow has the short ammo capacity problem.
Yeah, and
It's
when
comes
you're
stock with
balancing it
ballistics.
against lasers, which are infinite, and it's like you really need to be able to increase ballistics. You're just going, well, it cuts through shields. Well, sure, but if I'm out of ammo within 10 minutes of a skirmish, that's not great.
The arrow
Like, yeah,
lasts
that's
for one
part-
fight
that's
in terms
part
of ammo.
the balance of them, but it shouldn't be, yeah, you only use it a tiny bit, and beyond that, you can't even use a weapon. That's silly. But, and obviously it's like stuff is not balanced very much at all just yet, because we're still in alpha. We're still building up basic systems here, so.
Well, the idea there is the trade-off between being able to do damage through shields and having to punch through shields before you do any damage. And right now in the game, if you have the correct weapons, you can solo an Idris. Well, I don't know about 313, but at 312, you can solo an Idris with a Hornet, which should never happen.
Oh, exactly. But that's also too because armor itself is not really a thing just yet, like physical armor.
Yeah, also true.
Once it is, those rounds will never penetrate. They'll hit, they'll go through the shield, but they won't penetrate the armor itself.
I don't know. They might do some damage to components on the inside.
If you hit in just the right spots, but generally speaking, yeah,
In
it
that
won't
case,
do much.
where you hit is going to be as important, or maybe more important.
But at the same point, again, if I've got, especially in ship battles, it's like accuracy, or like aiming for a specific thing on a ship. You might be able to tell your computer, "Hey, I want to try to hit, the power plant or something like that." Sure, but that still only gets you so far. And especially too when every shot counts with ballistic weapons versus energy weapons, which are infinite. There's a bit of a disparity there when it's like, oh, you've got 800 shots with your Gatling, which is the equivalent of let's just say 5 minutes of continuous fire until you're out completely. Yeah, so it's like, and that's if you were holding on the trigger for 5 minutes straight. Okay, you're out of ammo. But there's a bit of a, in my opinion, too big disparity there between infinite and your limited ballistic ammo, and just being like, oh well, it cuts through shields. That's not enough to justify that trade off, in my opinion.
Well, in the future, you have to take into consideration that once capacitors come online, that energy weapons are probably not going to be always combat ready either.
Yeah, they might have to charge up and all that.
The
Yes
idea behind the
and
capacitor is
no.
that you store up energy that your energy weapons use, and then once the capacitor is depleted, then well, I'm assuming here, but from what I understand is once the capacitor is completed, then you have either much reduced power, so you're either not firing as much, or your damage is reduced, or you just have to wait until a capacitor bank fills back up.
Yeah, maybe. We'll
The whole
see.
idea behind it is that you have to decide if you're going to fight and what the consequences of fighting now versus running and fighting later might.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm now at Everest Harbor, sitting on a bench.
Congratulations. You made it.
I made it. It only took
you
two and
an
a
hour
half.
and a half.
It only took 2.5 hours, but I made it. Oh, this is wow. Or talk about real clusterfucks. I. Well, I'm game for doing this now that I'm actually on a space station. Hopefully, load times won't be as bad because it's not loading a whole city whenever I'm loading into a game. At least that's the hope. But I'm done for trying tomorrow again.
Yeah, we'll see how
You know,
horrible
like
it goes.
going tomorrow afternoon or.
Yeah.
Because Cam, I know you won't be around tomorrow evening.
Correct.
Honestly, I would probably won't be. For me, it'd probably be best tomorrow. Say, Cam, our time, I would maybe 2, 3 in the afternoon, something like that.
Yeah, we can aim for something like that.
All right, awesome. Data, that might be a little early for you, but you want to join us a little later, maybe? Or
Yeah,
then
sounds good. If I'm around, I'll definitely.
All right, cool.
hop on
So
with you.
yeah, we do that tomorrow, and actually do our the maiden voyage of my new Carrack. That will be fun. We can load it with the new rock that you have, Cam, and we can do all sorts of weird shenanigans. Upgrade it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Stop saying that. You're making things happen. It shouldn't. Victor Wolfong in chat says "we" because they finally took off from Warville. Shit show of a city. I love Lorville. Obviously it's a shitty looking city, but it's such a nice shitty looking city. But you guys ready to sign off?
I think I am.
So this was
It's been real.
this was
It's
definitely
been
my
fun,
this was
but it hasn't been
first
real.
time in 3.13, and it's not great. definitely a work in progress. That I guess that wraps up for episode 21 of Cast in the Shadows. I guess tomorrow will be episode 22, 1.1. I don't know. Figure it out. I hope you guys enjoyed our shenanigans and failures tonight. And yeah, until next time, this has been Mando, Cam, and Data of Cast and Shadows. Remember to treat others how you want to be treated. Also, check out all my merch stuff. Links are. Alright.
Look in the Discord chat for the group.